Hi, this is Johanna Hume in the Distance Education Department. This video will show you how to download the LockDown browser software to your computer and add LockDown browser to one of your tests. Overall and thankfully, this is very intuitive and easy software for the instructors and students. First, please keep in mind that LockDown does not obviously prevent all cheating. It's just a beginning tool. The more rigorous Respondus monitor, which uses a webcam to record exams, isn't covered in this video, but the DE department does have ongoing training for that. Now, if you watch one of the short intro Respondus videos, they do state that the software download is available in the Tools section. We've disabled that to avoid confusion. Instead, you and your students will have a central area in Blackboard for the download. It's in the top Blackboard toolbar. Let's go there. You're used to seeing the tabs at the top of Blackboard when you log in. Next to My Courses, ACC Community and Student Services, you'll now see Respondus, this tab here. When you click here on Respondus, it will take you to the Respondus page. Your students will see this introductory video, a good thing for you to watch, it's short, the download instructions, and the link for the software, guidelines for your students, and getting help. This is the support center for Respondus for your students. When you click here, it will take you to Respondus software. And all you have to do is click Install Now, both you and your students. It's important that you download Respondus to your computer as well, so you can test the software and know what students are experiencing. You may want to take note of the version right here, 20405. So you can tell students which one we use in case they need to submit a help ticket. You'll have a student every semester or so that needs to submit a help ticket with Respondus, and it's not common to know what version we happen to be using. Before we go further, note that LockDown Browser is not compatible with some tablets like Chromebooks, but it is installed on the computers in the computer lab on campus for our students. They do not have to go to the testing center. For instructors, it's also important to get used to the Respondus LockDown dashboard. Let's go there in your course. Going back to My Courses, you can pick any course. I'm going to pick a course that has tests in it. And to find the dashboard, you'll actually go to Course Tools, not to the tests, but to Respondus LockDown Browser. And this is the dashboard. And it will come up with this start page, which you can get rid of later if you like. But you'll see the video tutorials. Most of those are quite brief but helpful. And the Getting Started tab. This information for your syllabus will give you some cut and paste information that you could put into your syllabus for your students and other resources. Right now, we're going to continue to LockDown Browser, this tab down at the bottom, and that takes you to the dashboard where all of your exams are located, any exams that you already have in Blackboard. And right now, we're just going to practice with adding LockDown Browser to one of those quizzes or exams that you happen to have. I'm going to take one of my practice quizzes that doesn't happen to have LockDown Browser yet to show you how simple it is. You just click on the down arrow, click Settings, again, down arrow and Settings, and instead of Don't Require LockDown Browser, it's as simple as clicking Require LockDown Browser, Respondus LockDown Browser. You'll almost never want a password since they'll be taking it at home. Monitor webcam settings, that's beyond the purview of this video. We have training for that in the DE department, so you'll keep that default. Don't require Respondus monitor, and save and close. It's that simple. Switch this to Require Respondus LockDown Browser. No password. Keep the default of Don't require Respondus monitor, and save and close. This one was for Chapter 4. That's my practice Chapter 4 test, and now you see it requires Respondus LockDown Browser. You'll also note it's required over here, LockDown Browser. And if you want to double check, just go to the section where that exam has been deployed Mine is in Practice Quizzes. And you can see Chapter 4 now requires Respondus LockDown browser. One important note, if you or a student opens a test first in Chrome or in Firefox or Edge or Safari, they'll get a password error. There's actually no password set. They simply have not opened Blackboard using the LockDown browser. Let's see what that looks like. This is what LockDown browser looks like. They have to open Blackboard in order to take their test by clicking on this browser, not their normal Chrome, Firefox, Edge, Internet Explorer, or Safari. This is the browser that they have to click on first. That way they won't get a password error. It's best to have a simple syllabus quiz at the beginning of the semester to work out these problems before a high-stakes test or exam later in the semester. Now, we can open this to see what it looks like. It usually takes a few extra seconds versus your regular browser. And once it opens, you'll usually see Blackboard running in the background. But I have a lot of other things that are open on my computer, including this recording software, which I do not want to disable, so I'll just leave it as is. But you can see up at the top, there's no search engine. There's nothing that your students can cut and paste and look here. They can't print. They can't look at Google. Of course, they can have another laptop open. They can take pictures with their cell phones. It does not prevent all cheating. It's just one step. It's a great idea to always, again, take this as a student, any test, have this software on your computer so you know what students are going to be looking at. But this is as simple as it gets for the most part as far as software is concerned. If you have any questions, please let the DE department know, and thanks so much for watching.